Arino. Kikiktakruk, Inupiat, Kotzebue. Umvam River, Chukchi. Amguema River. Sivukuk, Yupik. Gamble, or St. Lawrence Island as a whole. Ugyovuk, Inupiat, King Island. Ungazik, Yupik. Mais Chaplino, later Old Chaplino, Indian Point. Utqiagvik, Inupiat. Barrow, now returned to Utqiagvik. Uvalen, Chukchi. Uwalen, East Cape. Singik, Inupiat. Kolovin. Tikiguk, Inupiat. Point Hope. Prologue. The Migration North. Each morning in spring, the sandhill cranes rise pair by pair from the fields and marshes where they rest and turn their bodies north. They trill and honk on the wing, the sound filling the flyways of North America. By late April or May, they approach the Pacific Ocean's terminus, where the Seward and Chukchi peninsulas reach toward each other across the Bering Strait. 20,000 years ago, during the last ice age, the water passing beneath them was land. People hunted mammoths and caribou across a corridor of earth. Now cleaved by just 50 miles of ocean, a geological and ecological unity remains in the territory encircled by the Mackenzie and Yukon rivers in North America, the Anadyr and Kolyma rivers in Russia, and the oceans north of St. Lawrence Island and south of Wrangel Island. From river to river and sea to sea, geographers call this country Beringia. I was 18 when I first heard the cranes, standing on the runner of a dog sled 80 miles north of the Arctic Circle on Beringia's eastern edge. I remember stopping by a lake to watch a pair dance. The light had come back, out of winter, running orange shadows onto the waning snow where the birds arched their necks, opened curtains of wing, and sang in throaty, chuckling harmony. We were both migrants from the Great Plains, the cranes and I. They came north to make from the brief fecundity of Arctic summer new feathers and new chicks. I came with less material longings. A Midwestern child raised on Jack London, I had visions of the Arctic as a beautiful but essentially static place to find nature untouched by people. My expectations were disciplined by an education that explained nature's past, geology, biology, and ecology, separately from human history, from culture, economics, and politics. It was a divide that endowed human beings alone with the power to make change. Nature was the thing acted upon. Living in Beringia collapsed this separation. I was apprenticed to a Gwich'in musher, a task that in its specifics was about sled dogs, but generally required learning how not to die. I did not know when I arrived that moose are dangerous when startled, or where to find blueberries, or the shape of an eddy where salmon congregate, or the color of the cloud that brings the storm in the season when bears leave their dens, sandhill season. This did not mean people did not change things. Caribou died because we killed them. Dogs were born because we wanted their labor. We lived in a village built by people, from the cabins to the diesel generator that supplied electricity, and the airplanes with their cargo of bread, soda, DVDs, tools. The village by its very existence was a testament to how people change each other. Settlement here was a colonial figment, brought a century before by foreigners with their ideas of law, value, and the proper way to live. But those ideas, transformative as they were, did not alter the fact that the world I ran my dog team through was dense with action and transformation, only some of it human. My host father